few minutes, and then we're gonna get started. Ba, ba, ba. Stay tuned. This is the book club, communitybookclub.org. Follow us on all outlets. Yeah, we're gonna do the Drip Expo recap today. Mars is out this week. It'll probably just be me and a few people. I'm not sure who. Bubba and Carlo just left. We're gonna get started in a few minutes, y'all. Stay tuned. Let's get it. clear. It's gonna probably be quiet tonight as far as Discord goes. I'm kind of trying to decide whether I, should hop in and use my shit. I don't know. We here though. We were at Drip Expo yesterday. Good time. I had fun. Nice to see the homies. It was a little weird. Let me turn this down just a little bit. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like a bad vibe, right? I just felt like there was a lot of different shit going on directly, and that maybe we couldn't explain it thoroughly. Could just chalk it up to SenCal fuckery. And it's hard to throw hip hop events in SenCal. It's I've done it for years. 1 second. We're getting started in just another 5 minutes or so here at 8:46. It was supposed to be 8:45, but I need 5 minutes.
Yo, 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 yo.
to me that meant like more than anything that there was people out there, um, just ready to go. You know, the black cam bag shoulda got them both. Um, I'll have a camera here in a second so everyone knows, all my folks. Um, yeah, so naturally we have rolled everything out. This was a part of the Paper Cuts tour. The team collectively booked this tour for Triz and Flashy B. Shout outs to them. And I know a lot of the guys were excited to meet, like, not everybody got to meet Triz when he came and ate the hot chip, and not everybody got to, nobody's ever met Flashy, so it was cool to meet Flashy, cop a shirt, support the homies. It's a tour that's, with our brand. It's our brand that alley-ooped a lot of it. Shouts to Triz as well and Flashy for being, professional and knowing that we're doing everything in our power to make sure that everything goes smoothly all the time. Yes, my bad. Yeah. So to me, that part was amazing. It sucks throwing events in SenCal. That's something that I've done for a lot of years. I had a hip hop weekly in Visalia for probably for about, I don't know, 6 years, five and a half, yeah, 5.5, 6. So, that was a cool time in my life, man. Let me fix this shit real quick a little bit. All right, that was a cool time in my life. You know, I always had a blast doing those events with people, and just putting myself in the right position to to succeed. And I had a real good team at the time. And my older brother was working with me. My bad. Let me. Stupid shit. I'm about to plug my camera in, so I just want to get it positioned. But folks is excited. They're ready to go. They want to see. If you're just joining us, I'm gonna have the camera set up here shortly. I had to send someone to the car real quick. Yeah, so St. Cal, it's hard to throw shows. It's not one of those easy things that you show up and rock sets and so on and so forth. You have to have a plan when you throw events. You have to have a fallback, right? I see this as a massive event. There's so many artists on it. They booked Triz and Flashy to bring people. They booked GB, which I've never actually heard of him, but that's tight. He's from Merced, so it kind of made sense to get him there. But my bad. But, and that's a big but. There's a lot of inner workings, and I think that they prepared the best to their knowledge, like on what to do. Sorry about that. But I don't think they really knew what they had to tackle. And it seemed like there was only one guy running around and doing everything, and everybody else was kind of like hidden. The sets, I know it started at 2. I didn't get there till 5, no cap. But when people were there at 2, they said there wasn't very many people anyway. And when I got there, there was a good amount, maybe 100, something like that. But for a venue of that caliber, that's such a big place, that art center. I don't think rap events were made for that. I don't see that as the outcome for that. And maybe next time they do a Drip Expo, maybe they'll iron it out at a venue that, number one, is probably substantially cheaper, because that's always an issue in my opinion, is how much cheaper is this, how much am I really spending to get this venue and acquire it, and how much am I paying for the DJ and the sound stuff, and how much am I paying for this, and like there's so much overhead, right? Where does the money go to when you don't have any money, when the money's not being made? Like, what do you do? You fork out the money, you're on your own, and you take the L, right? Taking the L is part of the game. I've done it more than probably a few times, and I'm sure I'll probably do it more than a few times again. It is what it is. L's are going to happen during your whole process of being, and I think people were scared of that overall because, man, I'm thinking like in my head, um, let me see here. He's tired probably. Okay. Um, yeah, needless to say, we we as human beings are learning. When you do these events, and a lot of these guys have been in the game for a long time too, so they kind of know what to expect. But you always hope for bigger. You're always hoping that that whole factor is substantially better than you thought it would be. Only for that position of the fact that you're actually like could have a classic and make money because you can be successful in this game. It's not doing events like that. It's not out of the question. It's just how many artists are really locked in and 100%. How many people, right? Thank you very much.
I put Luna's harness on him and walked him out with me so I had to protect it. I just didn't have the leash, so I just held on to his back of the thing.
Yeah, I took it. I found it yesterday, and then I put it right here.
With the leash?
No, this. All right. Anyway, back to this. I'm gonna plug my camera in real quick. You guys, give me a few seconds, and I will do so. Um, yeah. So I think events in SenCal have never really gone as planned, and when they do have big names, it's okay, but it's also like let's not have such a large overhead while we're trying to do things. Let's be smarter about how this and that's gonna go. Like hold up, y'all. All right. Hold up. Oh, it's not in. Dog. Failure to the furthest extent. Let me see here. Lighting's pretty bad in here. I noticed that now. Hold on. Lighting is terrible in here. No cap. So I definitely got to fix that. Why does it look like that? That's crazy. I don't know. All right. Anyway, I'm here though. So you see me. I'm here. And that's what I wanted. I wanted to be able to kind of talk to y'all. So, yeah. So events in SenCal alone are just it's difficult. It's not something that as much as I always enjoyed doing music and throwing events, I knew and understood the limits of what we could do. Um, I wouldn't say that it's out of the question, but how many people were really there? How many people actually paid $10? Right? I don't know if anybody from the camp paid.
Fuck no.
How do you make money? How's the money being made at that point? You don't. I mean, it's at that point it's an L. So I think that that part was the downer of it all because it's hard to promote. You can't always get people in here. The game's weird, you know. So some more cool stuff. There's been all kinds of great things going on, y'all. You know, and it's all coming to the full circle shit right now. It comes back to what we were talking about before. We have opportunity. Excuse me. We have opportunity to build something large. It's bigger than just shows or the music or anything. It's the camaraderie. It's all that build behind all that. That when you see us out there like that, like in unison, working together, collectively out there doing shit, being the life, like the whole gang was the life of the party. The headliner that went after Triz had 10 people in that bitch. You know, like it's crazy. It was more than that, y'all. I'm just exaggerating. Um, I like that shit, man. I like to see the hip hop part. So that's what was cool. The hip hop part was there. Up until the crazy black lady, um, who came to the booth, right, and she came
And
to the,
twerked a little.
yeah, she did a little more than twerking.
Twerk
Uh,
it, threw it back. Threw it back for a nigga. Sorry.
so
Sorry.
yeah, no, you're good. You're straight. Uh, yeah, no, I was pretty shocked. She's like, "How much for a shirt?" And I was like, $20. She's like, "I don't pay for nothing." I'm like, "All right, no problem. Look, let me give you a card then. You know, like let me hook you up with something so that it doesn't feel like we're playing games here." And instantly, she just started spazzing. And then she's like, "I'm not gonna talk to you no more. You're fucking rude and all this crazy shit." And I'm just like, "Bruh, what is wrong? It's good. You know, like." She said she looked straight at me and said, "You're white." And I told her, "You're emotional." She
I
was
heard
so
that.
mad. Yeah, she was just raging. Then she goes next door to us right here, the Prado's booth. Prado's girl wants to fight. Like it was complete fucking. That part was trash. And I'm looking at the guy like, bro, you're literally letting this like drunk chick scream at vendors, and you're not saying anything. And it's like I'm having to have one of our guys move her the fuck away from here because she's causing issues. You know, I'm like, I'm not gonna let somebody that's just a guest in a game that I've been playing my whole fucking life. Like I'm not about to do none of that. This shit, I earned the title that I have because I work my fucking ass off. That's the point of that. So when you got people in there, I don't even. It's not even about selling shirts to me. Honestly, I gave away more shit than I fucking sell half the
For that
time.
matter, she wasn't even a guest. She was a spectator.
Yeah. So she got bounced out of there though after, and I could tell that the guys that were running it were genuine and were like, "I'm sorry. If you need anything else, just tap in." And to me, that's cool. I fuck with that. I like the genuineness. I like the chill and all that. And I feel like we hit it off good hit it right on the nail right there with that. So shout outs to them for being cordial and cool and making sure the kid is good. So um, all the shows were tight. Prado should have got to rock. I think you guys were holding off, not letting Prado rock because he would have been better than pretty much everyone else there.
Yeah.
But other than that, I felt like Drip was tight. I think they did a cool job. They did their best. Maybe promotion wasn't going as well. Maybe you needed more outside guys like that would bring. You can't expect one guy to bring everybody. I don't think that's a possibility. You need to look at another thing for Spectrum people, like people that are booking because you're like, yo, this was from our city and he has 60,000 followers. How many of those 60,000 do you really think are pulling out? Probably not as many as you think. The limited ratio of that is usually like 1,000 to 1, maybe. Maybe that's like hard with a hard M. You know, shit's fucking crazy out here. You gotta book people that are gonna grind it out with you. Otherwise, you're paying money for stuff that you probably shouldn't have to begin with. Bad, I'm loosening up this wire. Gemini is here. Welcome, Gem. Yeah. So like I said, that it's hard to thrive. Gemini had more people there than anybody. My boy had more people. My boy Gem had more people than fucking than GB, bro. And his son was kicking. Like, come on, dog. But yeah, so Drip was cool. I had fun. It's always nice to see the homies. Felt very hip hoppy. Sorry to the guys that threw it, man. I know it was probably a rough day for you guys and having people not show up and like just little things like that. I know that's why there was so many on the card because usually people can't come, right? We just, it's hard to grab a hold of like doing things like that directly and throwing those type of we threw events. This will Gemini knows too. He's thrown events. It's hard to get everybody to collectively go and pay at the door and like folks will dead ass go to McDonald's right now and spend $30, but they won't spend $5 at the door. Like it's a struggle, and that's always been a thing with Sencal. It's not like, and there's people in LA right now throwing events probably not making much money either. So I mean, it's a hard game, man, and it's hard to see like a big place like that. I think that having those vendors in there was really smart because at least you guys made some money. There was some cash in your pocket for that. But maybe I mean we were just talking about it today. I don't what kind of cool stuff could you do at a place like that? What about mental health meetings and things of that nature that we could be using the art center for? And that could be just one of the many things that we could do there collectively. So that's something that is in order, and I'm sure that Julio and them will do their jobs on deciding what they want to do with it also. But again, thank you. All the people at Drip showed up. All the folks that bought merch. Ran into a couple guys that knew some of the artists we work with, and they're camera dudes. So it's like, bro, we need editors right now. Got a meeting with them tomorrow, which is tight. One of them's in Merced. The other one lives here in Sac. So it's kind of like a twofer of the gang, and hopefully we can have some fun, man. Because I really would love to build with more camera people. I'm not crazy with it yet, but tomorrow or the next day I'll drop all. I just have to pull it up and I'll go through and compile it, but I will drop the video from the Drip Expo probably tomorrow or the next day. It'll be it'll be fun. Um, trying to think what else here. Um, man, it just what happened?
Kind of like a recap kind of thing.
Yeah. I'm just kind of recapping. Usually we do like the metaphysical Monday stuff today, but Mars has the week. She has the day off, so I told her just chill for this week. We'll reconvene next week. Um, yeah, hella artists. There's some cool vendors. There's people in there having fun. Shout outs to the one super drunk chick. I was drinking whiskey. I using the core fucking water lid as a shot glass. Fire. All right. I was in there working. I was working in that bitch. Um let me see. Yo, let's see. No, it shows me talking. What is this still talking about? Let me see. I was working in that bitch.
I'm gonna log in from my tablet.
Working right now. Weird. I'm gonna turn everyone up in this bitch. Let me turn everybody up in this motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, Bubba just sent me a message.
Yeah, but I'm listening to it right now. I can literally hear everybody. It's weird. Let's see here. Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. All right, we're good. We're good. If you're watching, Bubba, you guys are watching. I don't know what's going on over there, but your 56K internet's not working right. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, thank you, Bubba, and Carlo for telling me. I don't know if something was happening, it wasn't happening, but it's all good on my end. It show I can hear our voices through my phone. And I just checked on the computer too. So, yeah. So yeah, Friendsgiving was this last weekend. You know, we did that too. Was really fun to see a lot of the people from Discord that we weren't going to be able to see, or that wasn't going to be there on Sunday. Because, Sunday it's like, cool, we have some of the gang if they can make it on Saturday. But if not, we all just going to pop out Sunday and just run it up the whole time. Because I want to make sure we're always there, like, supporting. There should be folks in there supporting tough. Um, Good event. Had a fun time. And, this weekend, if anything shows, it's the camaraderie and build behind everything and how we do stuff and why we do things for the reasons we do. And really just like, jam packing, whether it's the music factor or us moving into more of the cinematic look for our videos, or there's like a lot going on at once. We're working on soundstage, working on, another tour that we haven't announced yet that's coming up here in March, and that should be probably like 30 shows or so. So that's, another big thing that's going on collectively. But all in all, man, it's crazy. It doesn't run thin with nobody. Folks is really putting an effort towards everything that we're doing, and I just appreciate everybody's love and support. It's BE is everybody's thing. It's not my thing. It's bigger than any of us. It's all of us. You dig? So you get the vibe. Um, Updates for the week too. I just want to make, I want to pop in, give a quick recap and stuff, give some updates, and then let you guys get back to your day. Updates though for the week. Evil season will continue this Sunday. Episode 18 will commence. I don't know how I'm gonna set it up yet. I have not quite figured it out, but I will have it ironed out so that we're ready to go on Sunday. I did get the computer back, the old streaming computer, which is now basically a brand new computer. Has a whole new motherboard and CPU and RAM and hard drive. The only thing that's old is the video card that I had in it because it's a nice video card. So, win-win. How can you be mad at that, right? How can you really be mad? But it looks great. He put it in a different box, so it looks completely different now. I think he tossed the old box out. And, yeah, we're in there like swimwear, man. I appreciate the community, people that donated, which was crazy. Nobody had to donate at all. And folks are, like, going on and donating, giving me money for it. And it's just like, damn, bro, like, I was just going to pay for it anyway, But that's where that work comes from and the love. And I just appreciate everybody that supports. So we're ready to go. Evil season, which I've been missing a ton. 2 weeks of no evil season for me. It's rough. Although yesterday we shooting that footage kind of created a good void in my heart this last week. But we need to get back to podcasting. It's a full-time thing. Let's keep it that way. Mental health, staying on Wednesdays, 8 o'clock. We're on the mental health heels all the time. I want to make sure that people know that there won't be a meeting that we cancel if we absolutely do not have to. We'll always be there on Wednesday. It's a rule at this point. We got to be there for people. Bornevil.com. The new jogger suits and stuff like that are all going to be on the page this week. You can go on there. You can even buy the pistol USB from me. The Hushacha pistol collection, which has like fucking all of my albums. It has a bunch of Born Evil unreleased music. Some of it's probably never even going to see the light of day, so that's like the beauty of it all. And it's just for me to use. Like, it's an easier way for you to get the music because nobody has a CD player these days. My car don't even have a CD player. None of my computers have CD players in them. At this point, I'd have to use my old 2012 Mac because I think that actually has a CD player on it. But I like that and appreciate it. Support if you can on the merch, like the joggers and the ski masks, stuff like that. Those are all meant to be pre-ordered. We are going to start running them at a range of 15. So 15 are bought within the first week, which more than likely they will be because people have been banging my line about putting them up there. They've even tried to just give me money, and I'm like, nah, just wait till they're on the website. That way I have it all lined out. I don't want to tell you, yo, it's going to be a week and a half, and then it takes 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks or whatever, So it's the gang, though. Communitybookclub.org. Follow us. Tell your friends to join the Discord. They're always welcome to come through, hang out with us. We're always trying to have fun. We got tons underway that we're going to be starting to announce. And the more that we get closer to it, the more that, I'll start letting people know it's good. But again, the gang was out there deep at Drip Expo, and we really made it make sense for us. And that's all that matters. I'm ready to get back to cooking and doing this music. And yeah, so I appreciate y'all again on the YouTube. Char has arrived. He's taking a dab. Char is the master dabber in this place. And yeah, I just want to tell y'all I do appreciate you. If you have any questions, or you may know someone that needs help, whether it's a mental state or maybe they need food or something, just please don't feel free to just tap in with me. I would love to help people. Anything I can do or we can do collectively for the community is important. You can find us here 7 days a week most of the time in this community lounge and a couple other rooms on here. But this is a great place for people to come and promote their product, work together. There's a lot of teamwork collectively on here. There's, a lot of Joey Moon. And we've earned a lot of keep together and scratch surfaces by just accepting that each person is a GOAT at the end of the day. So again, I appreciate y'all. We'll see you guys soon. Wednesday night, actually, not even soon. We will see you Wednesday for mental health awareness. Yeah, and my name is Absurd. I'm your host. Have a great night. Cheer.